Okay, so good morning to everyone. Now, in yesterday we are discussing about the Booth's multiplications algorithm. So I have already explained this flowchart, and according to this flowchart, we will perform the operations now. So -7, we use this the two variables here, -7 into +3. We have used -7 +3, and this is what this is the multiplicand and this is the multiplier. So -7 we can represent -7. 7 can be represented using 3 bits, and for minus we have this is the sign bit. For sign bit we require another bit. That means to represent -7 we require 4 bits. 3 bits for this representation, and for sign representation we require 1 bit. So total 4 bits is required. So we perform the 2's complement of this m. So m is what? That is -7. So if we perform 2's complement of this numbers positive, that is -7. So we perform the 2's complement of +7. 2's complement of the +7 we will perform. And if we perform the 2's complement of +7, then it will be what? It will be 1001, and minus m. Minus m means what? Minus m means this will be minus -7, because m is what? M is 7. So it will be -7. So minus minus plus. So that means 7. So this 7, it will be a positive number. So if the number is positive, then that means we do not have to perform 2's complement. If the number is negative, we have to perform the 2's complement. Otherwise, only the binary form will write. So 7 plus 7 binary form will be 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, like this. So this is the minus m, and this is the m. M value, this is 1001. Now, this is the table. In this table it will be, we will arrange it. Now n is what? N is the number of bit required to represent the multiplicand. So our multiplicand is what? This will be -7. So that means what? For representing -7 we require 4 bits. So that's why in the n we written as the 4. Then accumulator. In this accumulator, we know accumulator at first time accumulator is initialized with, in the if we see in the flowchart, then accumulator is initialized with what? Accumulator is initialized with 0. So that means we have to represent, n is what? 4 bits. So that means we have to use 4 zeros here, because to represent the accumulator, initialize the accumulator, we require 0, but we have to represent this 0 as a 4 bits. Why? Because n is 4 bits. Then q is the multiplier. Q is what? Q is the multiplier. Now for +3 representation, for +3, what it is? 1, 1. And for +3 we get 1, 1, but we have to adjust it. We have to represent it using 4 bits. So represent using 4 bits, that means it will be 0, 0, 1, 1. So that's why it is 0, 0, 1, 1. And q0 is a single bit. We know q0 is the single bit, and this q0, at first time q0, we know that it is initialized with 0, and it is the single bit. We know it is the single bit. So representation of it is q0. q0 will be 0, and the actions will be initialization. Now this is q0. So this capital Q will consist from Q1 to Qn. Now we have n4, so that means Q1, it will be from Q1 to Q4, because n is 4. So Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. So that's why because we have n is about 4 bits. So if n is 4 bits, that means we have to represent it using 4 bits. So we have represented it using this multiplier, using multiplier plus 3 using 4 bits. And Q0 we get, that is the 0, because Q0 is the single bit we know, and for initialization we require Q0 as 0. So we represent it using 0. And capital Q is what? This capital Q. This capital Q will consist from Q1 to Qn. Though we have n is 4, so that means capital Q will consist from Q1 to Q4. So Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. So this is the first step. This is the first step we have done. So after that, what we have to do? We see that after that, according to this flow chart, we have to find Q1 and Q0. So if Q1 is what? Q1 and Q0, if it is 1, 0, then accumulator equal to accumulator minus the multiplicand. And if it is 0, 1, then accumulator equal to accumulator plus multiplicand. And if both are same, that means 0, 0 or 1, 1, then the arithmetic shift right operations will be performed and the n should be decreased by one value, that is n equal to n minus 1. This is the step. So first, that means what we have to see? We have to see Q1 and Q0 value now. So in Q1 and Q0, what is the value? In Q0, this is 0. And in Q1, it is 1. So that means 1, 0. 1, 0 means what? 1, 0 means we have to perform accumulator equal to accumulator minus m. This has to be performed, accumulator equal to accumulator minus m. So that means we will do that. Now accumulator has what? Accumulator has the value. Now this minus m, can we write like this? That a plus minus m. This also represent the same thing, a plus minus m. This also represent the same thing as a minus m. So for our easy way, for doing easy way, we convert it as this a plus minus m. So a means what? A means 0, 0, 0, and 0. That is at the first time, initialization time. And minus m is what? Minus m has the value as 0, 1, 1. This is the minus m value we get. So that will be 0, 1, 1, and 1. We get minus m value as like that. So a and minus m value we get, and we will perform the addition operation. So what it will be? It will be 0, 1, 1, and 1. So that's why it is 0, 1, 1. Now Q will remain same as it is because Q value didn't change. So that's why you see it is 0, 0, 1, 1, and Q0 is what? Q0 is same like that. And in this action and comment section, we will write, we perform this operation, and we get like that. So after doing this operation, what is my Q1 and Q0 now? Now after performing this operation, if we see in the flowchart, then what we have to do? Now after this 1, 0, we perform, and a equal to a minus m we perform, and we will go to the arithmetic shift right operation. And this arithmetic shift right operation will be a, q, and q0. So between them, the arithmetic shift operation will be done. So that means now we have what? The a value is 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, and 0. This is the performing this operation a equal to a minus m. We have now, that means after that we have to perform the arithmetic shift operation a, q, q0, and we will decrease the n equal to n minus 1. This is according to the flow chart. So we will perform the arithmetic shift operation, right shift operation. So that means one position right, the bit will be shifted. So that means this one will what? This one will go here. This one will go here. This zero will go here, and this 0 will go here. This one will shift one position right. That means this one will go here, and this also, this one will go here, and this one will go in this position, and this 0 will go here, and this in this vacant position there is the 0 came in this vacant position, because only one bit is shifted. You see, one bit is shifted, and this 0 is what? This 0 get lost because it shifted one position right. And this is what, after shifting one position right, we get 0 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 0 0 1 and 1. After doing the arithmetic shift right of consist of a, q and q0, and n equal to n minus n, so it becomes 3 now. Okay, so now what we have to see? After that we have to see again. After that we have to see according to the flowchart, is n is equal to 0? Is n equal to 0? Then we say that result will be a and q. So combining them both, the result will be aq. But if it is not n equal to 0, then we have to perform these steps again. So we get n is equal to what? N equal to 3. So that means this is not 0. So we have to perform these operations again. We have to perform this operation again. So what we have to do now? We have to perform this operation again. That means now what it will be? Now what it will be? We will see 0 0 we get after this. This is the value we get: 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 and 1. So Q1 and Q0, what is the value now in Q1 and Q0? It is 1 1. The value is 1 1. So 1 1 means what? 1 1 means we have to directly shift arithmetic operation. According to the flowchart, you will see that we will have to, if 1 1 and 0 0, then directly shift one position right. So here Q1 and Q0 is what? 1 1. That means we will have to perform the shift operation again, and 1 n will be decremented to 1, means n equal to n minus 1 will perform again. So that means now again right shift. So this one will move here, this 0 will move here, this 0 will move here, and this one will move in this position. And this one will move here, this one will move here, this 0 will move here, and this 0 will move here, and here in this vacant position a 0 will be presented because it is shifting one position right. And after that n equal to n minus 1. So previously our n was 3, now our n becomes 2. So this is what after this we get. Now n is what? N is equal to 2. That means what? It is not equal to 0. So we have to perform this again. We have to perform again. So that means what we will do? Again, we will check what is the value in Q1 and Q0. Now in Q1 it is 0, and in Q0 it is 1. So that means we have value 0 1. So 0 1 means what? We have to do a equal to a plus m. This has to be done. A equal to a plus m. We have to do because it is 0 1. So that means now in our a, what is the value? 0 0 0 1. So we have value 0 0 0 1. And what is the value of m? The value of m is 1 0 0 1. So that means we have to perform the addition operation between them. So between them, if we perform the addition operation, then it will be 1 0 1 0, and it will be stored into the accumulator. So 1010, but Q will be as it is, that is 1100, that's it is written 1100, and Q0 is what? Q0 will be 1. And in this actions or comment, we will write that which operations we perform A equal to A plus N. After doing this operation, we will shift, arithmetic shift operation, right shift operation will be performed. So what is this 1010 11001? So that means now we will get 0 will be shifted here, this 0 will be shifted here, this one will be shifted here, this one will be shifted here, then this 0 will be shifted here, this one will be shifted here, this 0 will be shifted here, and this one will be shifted here and also here. So we'll write 1101, then 0110, then 0. So according to this, this will be presented in these two positions. Here it is 0, that's why it is 0 presented here. 0 is also presented here. And in this case also, here it is 0, so 0 is here and 0 is there. So like that, here it is 1, so 1 is shifted, and this one is again restored. Okay, so it will become 1101 0110, and this 0 is shifted here. So Q0 becomes 0 now, and n equal to n minus 1. So 2, n value is previously 2, so 2 minus 1, it becomes 1 now. N value become 1 now. So after doing this arithmetic shift operation, now you see in Q1 and Q0, both are 0. So both are 0 means we do not have to perform any accumulator additions or subtraction. We only directly shift it. So 0 0 means what? 0 means we will right shift again. Then this 0 is moved here, this one is moved here, this one is moved here, this 0 is moved here, this one is moved here, this 0 is moved here, this one is moved here, and this one is moved here, and the one is again restored. So we get 1110 1011 after performing arithmetic shift operation again, and n previously is 1, so that is means n becomes now 1 minus 1, it is 0. So okay, n is equal to 0. That means what? The result is found, and the result will be AQ. So that means this is the result 1101. This is the result we get, that is 1110, then 1011. Now the thing is that if our there in the sign bit, if it is 0, then there is no problem. There is no problem if we get in the sign bit as 0. But though as a sign bit, we are getting 1 as a sign bit. So that means the number is negative. So if the number is negative, what we'll have to do? We have to perform the 2's complement of this number to get the original result. So 2's complement of this number will be what? The 2's complement of this number will be, first do the 1's complement, it will be 001, then 0 1 0 0 1. This is what? This is the 1's complement, and with this 1 will be added. So the total result we will find is the 01000, and this is what? Sorry, we have to take only this A and Q. So that means this will be 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0. This is the 1's complement, and 2's complement means what? Add with 1, so it will become 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 1. And this is what? This is the binary form of minus 21. We will know that this is the form of the minus 21, because if we see 8421 code, then it is 1 and 2 8 4 4 8 16. So 16 plus 4 20, 20 plus 1 21, and that we convert as a sign bit, we convert it. So this is the 21 and the value will be here as the negative, because what we have done, we have converted this into 2's complement form. So that's why it is the minus value we get. So you see the result we get as a minus 21. And if you want to check that, if you do minus 7 into plus 3, then also we get the value minus 21. So that's how the Booth multiplication works. Okay, समझ में आया सबको, या कहीं जगह में कोई दिक्कत है बूथ मल्टीप्लिकेशन में? पूछ सकते हो कि अगर कहीं जगह में कहीं प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है समझने में। क्लियर है सबका? एनीवन प्लीज रेस्पॉन्ड। समझ में आया तो सबको? सतीश, अभिषेक, आदित्य, इट इज क्लियर टू यू? अपेक्षा, रेहान, कोई क्वेश्चन है तुम लोग का? समझ में आया तो?
यस सर।
तो ये हम ओनली दिस नंबर्स के लिए दिखाए, तुम लोग क्या है दूसरे नंबर्स लेके ये कर सकते हो। ये हम ऐसे दो नंबर्स लिए, हाँ, मगर साइन बीट के लिए ये याद रखना कि साइन बीट यूज करके हम लोग इसका मल्टीप्लिकेशन करेंगे। बूथ मल्टीप्लिकेशन साइन बीट के लिए दिया हुआ है, साइन बीट मल्टीप्लिकेशन फॉर साइन मल्टीप्लिकेशन, देन ओनली दिस बूथ मल्टीप्लिकेशन इज यूज्ड। और ये कैसे है? ये ऐसे तरीके से हम लोग फर्स्ट मल्टीप्लायर को ढूंढेंगे, देन मल्टीप्लिकेंट को, और एन बिट को हम कैसे चूज करेंगे? बेस्ड ऑन द मल्टीप्लिकेंट, बेस्ड ऑन द मल्टीप्लिकेंट वी विल चूज द एन वैल्यू। और उसके वजह से क्या होगा, एक्यूमुलेटर कितने बिट का होगा, देन कैपिटल क्यू कितने बिट का होगा, ये उसके डिपेंडेंस में ही करेंगे। और अकॉर्डिंग टू द फ्लो चार्ट देखना, और फ्लो चार्ट के बेसिस में इसको सॉल्व कर लेंगे। और ऐसे ही हम फ्लो चार्ट के बेसिस में ये जो बूथ्स मल्टीप्लिकेशन है, ये बूथ्स मल्टीप्लिकेशन किए। और याद रखना कि अगर मेरा साइन बिट में 1 आ गए, जो फाइनल रिजल्ट जब मिले मेरा साइन बिट में 1 आ गया, तो साइन बिट के बीच में 1 आने का मतलब ही क्या है कि वो नंबर मेरा नेगेटिव नंबर है। अब नेगेटिव नंबर को क्या करना है मुझे? नेगेटिव नंबर, कोई भी नेगेटिव नंबर आए तो उसका 2's कॉम्प्लीमेंट करना है। 2's कॉम्प्लीमेंट उसको करके फाइनल रिजल्ट मुझे मिल जाएगा। तो कोई भी नेगेटिव नंबर जो है उसका हम लोग 2's कॉम्प्लीमेंट करते हैं, एंड देन वी विल गेट द फाइनल रिजल्ट। सेम एज दैट, ये तो मल्टीप्लिकेशन के लिए गए। हम लोग का डिवीजन के लिए भी क्या है, एल्गोरिदम है। तो हम क्या देखें कि फर्स्ट एडिशन के लिए हम लोग एल्गोरिदम देखें, देन एडिशन साइन साइन मैग्नीट्यूड, देन ऐड मैग्नीट्यूड, देन सब्ट्रैक्शन मैग्नीट्यूड, ये हम देखें। देन हम लोग क्या है मल्टीप्लिकेशन के लिए देखें कि मल्टीप्लिकेशन कैसे परफॉर्म्ड होता है। मल्टीप्लिकेशन के लिए हम लोग यूज करते हैं ये बूथ्स मल्टीप्लिकेशन फॉर साइन बिट मल्टीप्लिकेशन। और ये जो है मेरा, अब हम लोग देखेंगे डिविजन ऑफ द अनसाइंड इंटीजर, डिविजन ऑफ द अनसाइंड इंटीजर व्हिच इज नोन एज द रिस्टोरिंग डिविजन एल्गोरिथम। ये है डिविजन एल्गोरिथम के लिए। तो मल्टीप्लिकेशन हम लोग देख चुके हैं, आप देखेंगे डिविजन। सो लेट्स से एग्जांपल हम डिवीजन में ले रहे हैं कि मेरा जो है, मेरा एक डिविडेंड है 11। अब 11 मेरा क्या है, 11 मेरा डिविडेंड है, और 3 मेरा क्या है, 3 मेरा डिवाइजर है। 3 मेरा डिवाइजर है। अब 3 से हम लोग 11 को डिवाइड करते हैं, 3 से हम लोग 11 को डिवाइड करते हैं, तो मेरा क्या है, मेरा कोएफिशिएंट, कोएफिशिएंट जो है वो मेरा क्या होता है, 3 मिलता और 2 मेरा रिमाइंडर मिलते हैं। बट ये जो है ये तो हम लोग पेन एंड पेंसिल पेपर मेथड है, जो हम लोग अभी तक सीख चुके हैं कि कैसे डिवीजन करते हैं, कि 3 से अगर 11 डिवाइड करेंगे तो 3 रहेगा और 2 जो है वो 2 रिमाइंडर रहेगा। मगर ये तो हम लोग के तरीके से पेन एंड पेंसिल पेपर मेथड हो गया। मगर कंप्यूटर कैसे करेंगे, कंप्यूटर जो है वो ये रिस्टोरेशन डिवीजन एल्गोरिदम यूज करते हैं। तो आओ ये रिस्टोरेशन डिवीजन एल्गोरिदम जो है उसका हम लोग फर्स्ट फ्लो चार्ट जो है फ्लो चार्ट देखते हैं। अब इसका फ्लो चार्ट का बेसिस में सेम एज दैट बूथ मल्टीप्लिकेशन में भी जैसे हम लोग किए कि फर्स्ट फ्लो चार्ट देखें और फ्लो चार्ट के बेसिस में क्या है, हम उस प्रॉब्लम को एज ए टेबल, ट्रेसिंग टेबल में उस प्रॉब्लम को हम लोग क्या है सॉल्व किए। सेम एज दैट इधर भी हम लोग क्या है फर्स्ट फ्लो चार्ट देखेंगे और उस फ्लो चार्ट के बेसिस में क्या है हम प्रोग्राम जो है हम लोग सॉल्यूशंस जो है यही एग्जांपल को 11.3 का डिवीजन इसको ही हम लोग देखेंगे यूजिंग द फ्लो चार्ट और आफ्टर प्रिपेयरिंग द टेबल। तो ये देखो फर्स्ट हम क्या किए, फर्स्ट हम लोगों का जो फ्लो चार्ट है तो फर्स्ट फ्लो चार्ट को समझते हैं हम लोग। सेम एज दैट फ्लो चार्ट का ये स्टार्ट होगा, देन स्टार्ट के बाद क्या है हम लोग का इनिशियलाइजेशन स्टेप। अब n is the number of bits, n is the number of bits and m is the divisor. A is what, m is the divisor. A is what, a is the accumulator which is initialized with 0 and capital Q is what, it is the dividend. Capital Q is what, it is the dividend. Now first, after initialization step, after initialization of A, capital Q, M, and N. So after initialization, what we will do? We will directly perform shift left AQ. That means we will do what? We will A and Q, A and Q, left shift. Now we have seen the right shift. But here we will do what? We will right shift. We will perform the right shift here. So we've already seen the right shift, but now we will see that is the left shift. So here we will directly do after initialization, we will shift left AQ. So we will left shift now. And after performing the left shift, we will do what? A equal to A minus M. So accumulator equal to accumulator, the value that is stored into the accumulator minus M. M is the divisor. So A minus M we will perform. And then after we get the value, we will check what is the value in AN. So nth term, in nth term, what is the value? We will check. Now, if it is 0, then Q0 tends to 1. So Q0 we will write in Q0 as a 1. But if it is 1, if it is 1, then we will write what? Then we will write or initialize Q0 as the 0 and we will restore A. So what is the restoration? When we will see the table, you will able to know that what is the restoration process. But now in that you know that in Q0, if it is A nth term is 1, then we will write what? Q0 is the 0 as and we will restore the A. And after this, same as that n is equal to n minus 1. Now check that n value is 0 or not. If n value is not 0, then this operations will again perform. And if the n value is 0, if we get the n value is 0, then the quotient Q and the remainder in A we will do. quotient Q and remainder. Q will be our quotient and the remainder will be A. In the accumulator, we will get the remainder and we will get the quotient from capital Q. And after that, we will perform the stop operation. So let's see in the example. So example which we have taken. So example we have taken that this is 11 and 3. We have taken 11 and 3. These are the thing. Now to represent 3, because we have to check what? We have to check the divisor. We have to check the divisor. So our divisor is what? 3. So to represent the divisor, our how many bits for this is the unsigned. This is the unsigned. So that means to represent the dividend, how many bits is required? To represent the dividend, how many bits are required? So our dividend is what? 11. So that means to represent 11, we required what? We required 4 bits. So 11 is our dividend. So to represent the dividend, how many bits are required? Out we have required, that is, if we convert this 11 into binary, that means 1011. That is the thing, 128. Yes. So that means this is what? This is the representation of the binary of 11. So that means to represent 11, we required what? We required the 4 bits. So our n will be what? Our n will be the n we will choose the n we will choose as 4 bits. And m is what? Our m we know, m is 3. M is 3. So now to represent m, there is what? It is defined to represent n. We have to be required. We have to use to represent m. We have to use n plus 1 bits. That's why you see to represent m, we use 5 bits. And using this 5 bits, the value in m is what? The value in m is 3. That means using 5 bits, we have to represent this 3. We have to represent this 3 because the value is 3. So to represent using 5 bits, to represent this 3 using 5 bits, what it will be? It will be 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. So that means that's why in M it is written 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. Same as that for accumulator also, to represent this, you have to use n plus 1 bit. So that's why in accumulator also, accumulator at the first time is initialized with what? It is initialized with 0. So that's why at first time you see, we to represent this 0, we use 5 bits. And Q is what? Q is our quotient. Q is our here the Q is what? Q is our dividend. Q is our dividend. So that means to represent the dividend, we require these 4 bits, because to represent 11, we have seen that 1011. This is the binary form of it. And to represent capital Q, we require n bits. So for case of M and capital A, we have required n plus 1 bit, but it should be used to represent. For M, we have to use n plus 1 bit. For A also, to represent the value that is present in A, to represent it, we require n plus 1 bit. But to represent the value that is in Q, we will require only n bit. So that means 4 to represent the 11 using 4 bits. So this is the binary form 1011. And This is the first step, initialization. Okay, it is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this steps is big because one by one there is the steps, and I will show you what are the according to the flow chart the operation should be performed. So today I will not able to show you because the time is required, but today the small time is left. So in the next class, from here on in the next class, I will start, and the next class will be here after the Chhat, after the Chhat Puja, that will be on I think 13th. In the 13th November, the class will be at, this will be the Saturday. On that day there will be the class. So today I will end here, and so I will wish you everyone happy Diwali. So after Diwali we will, and after Diwali and Chhat Puja festival, we will meet again. So thank you everyone. I am ending the session, and happy Diwali to everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
okay, thank you.